Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Manassas. Huge thanks to Manassas and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Manassas reached out asking for a deck led by Rowan, Scion of War with a hard cap of $200 for the budget, and I was more than happy to help. But before we get started, I'd like to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel and it's free. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Rowan, Scion of War is a 3-mana 4/2 legendary human wizard with Menace. We may tap her. If we do, spells that we cast this turn that are red or black cost X less to cast, where X is the amount of life we've lost this turn. Now, we can only activate this ability as a sorcery. So, Rowan, Scion of War is the opposite of Will, Scion of Peace in this set. Will cares about us gaining life, while Rowan wants us to spend that life. So we'll want a few cards in the deck that consistently allow us to pay life for spells, then tap Rowan and get a big discount. If only there were cards that took half our life. But we'll need more than big mana spells and life loss to build a functional commander deck. And for that, we turn to our handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. As I'm sure you've heard by now, this channel is sponsored by Ultimate Guard. Ultimate Guard is made famous by their boulders, solid, reliable, and affordable deck boxes. Boulders are now available in solid colors like this beautiful green one seen here. Find it if your local game store carries the new Ultimate Guard solid color boulders, or click on the link down below to order yourself one from Amazon. One more thing before we get started. I've been streaming Final Fantasy XIV over on my other channel, Musings by Danon. If you want to pop in and ask some questions, chat about Commander, or just hang out, you feel more than welcome to. For right now, the schedule is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays in the evening. Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Mount Doom, If Near Deadlands, Ramenup Ruins, War Room, Luxury Suite, Haunted Ridge, Dragonskull Summit, Sulphurous Mire, Geothermal Bog, Smoldering Marsh, Tainted Peak, Sulphurous Springs, Blightstep Pathway, Temple of Malice, Rakdos Carnarium, Bajuka Bog, 9 swamps, and 8 mountains make up the land base for our deck. Defiler of Flesh, Defiler of Instinct, Crick, Son of Yawgmoth, Marshland Bloodcaster, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Talisman of Indulgence, Rakdos Signet, Charcoal Diamond, Fire Diamond, Mind Stone, Decanter of Endless Water, Solemn Simulacrum, Mana Geyser, Reiterate, and Black Market connections help us to ramp into our spells and stay ahead of the curve. Bolas' Citadel, Doom Whisperer, Eye of Vecna, Greed, Erebos, God of the Dead, Moonlight Bargain, Underworld Connections, Villis, Broker of Blood, Blood Pact, Bloodgift Demon, Read the Bones, Phyrexian Arena, Night's Whisper, Damnable Pact, Wheel of Misfortune, and Dark Tutelage all help to keep our hands full and to dig through our deck. Fire Covenant, Font of Agonies, Fumarole, Reckless Assault, Slaughter, Snuff Out, Withering Boon, Abrade, Feed the Swarm, Rakdos Charm, Chaos Warp, and Bedevil help us to keep our opponents in line. Killing Wave, Toxic Deluge, and In Garrick's Wake all help us to reset the board as needed. Carnophage, Cutthroat Contender, Immolating Soul Eater, Lithiform Blight, Lorcan Warlock Collector, Sangrophage, Unspeakable Symbol, Wall of Blood, Torment of Hailfire, Exsanguinate, Peer into the Abyss, Comet Storm, Jaya's Immolating Inferno, Thousand Year Elixir, Manifold Key, Soul Drinker, and Mana Barbs make up the core of our deck and how we plan on winning. Now that we have our deck list, we should compare it to our checklist. 52 mana sources split between 35 lands and 16 pieces of ramp, and our commander. 16 pieces of card advantage. 12 pieces of interaction. 3 board wipes. 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Bojuka Bog and Rakdos Charm. 1 sudden I win card in Peer into the Abyss. If we target ourselves with Peer into the Abyss and then tap Rowan, we should be lowering the mana cost of our spells by at least 10, but hopefully more. Our deck does damage us a lot. If we can lower the cost of Exsanguinate or Torment of Hailfire or Jaya's Immolating Inferno by 20, we should be able to wipe the table with no problems. But that's only 1 card. I didn't want to build the entire deck around 1 single card. I wanted to have lots of little life loss throughout the deck. The way we play this deck is we damage ourselves a little bit with Carnophage or Nice Whisper or by tapping our Pain lands, tap Rowan, and then all of our spells we cast for the rest of the turn cost 2 or 3 mana less to cast. This can be huge. Casting In Garrick's Wake for 5 mana is awesome, but casting it for 2 mana would be even better. Of course, we could always use Thousand Year Elixir to help untap Rowan. I know that it won't double our triggers, but we could use Rowan to lower spell cost by 2, and then lose another 3 life. That's a total of 5 life loss this turn, so it could be beneficial under the right circumstances. Are you building a Rowan Scion of War deck? What secret deck tech did you go with? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. There's a new $5 player tier. Joining this tier will give you access to our private Discord, as well as the power to vote on upcoming content. I wish I could make every video that gets suggested to me down in the comments, but there's just never enough time. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Josh, Sean, Pob Zombie, Mark, Alex, Daniel, Steve, Alex, Cookie, Borgie, Jake, Exiled Rogue, Manassas, Noswin, Pedro, Airnor, and Tom. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.